The balance of time. Gentleman from Texas, Mr. McCaul, is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I just want to go back to when we debated the Yemen resolution, which I thought was once again pro-Iran and pro-Houthi rebel and anti-Israel. And it's interesting after that passed this chamber that the Houthi rebels celebrated a victory in the Congress, thinking that the American people through the Congress actually supported them. We have to be responsible in our rhetoric on this floor and what we stand for. Many in this body favor asking our partners around the world to step up and do more to help protect our shared interests. The President has called on other nations to take on the burden of defeating terrorism in the Middle East and has commended our partners for their contributions to regional security. Sharing this burden of collective security interests is really vital to ensuring the United States is not the only one bearing the costs in blood and treasure, for we have borne way too much in the Middle East. But these arms sales are where the rubber hits the road for burden sharing. We cannot ask our partners to take on additional burdens while withholding from them the tools to do so. We should and do work with our partners to train them to use U.S. origin equipment effectively and responsibly. This is an ongoing process. My fear is that if we are unwilling to provide our partners with the means to ensure their own security and to invest their resources to turn them into responsible users, then the United States will find itself as a main guarantor of Middle East security that we have bared the burden for the last several decades. We also need to be wary of our partners turning to China and Russia for their defense needs. So, Mr. Speaker, it was unfortunate how the current law, I believe, was utilized for these 22 sales. That's where Chairman and Engel and I agree. And that is why we've worked on a bipartisan basis to refine this process for invoking an emergency moving forward. And we have the informal congressional review process to resolve concerns regarding sales. But when members place indefinite holds on sales and place a stop to one ability to share burdens with our partners for 18 months in some cases, it undermines our entire security strategy and the important bilateral partnerships we have worked so hard to establish and grow. For that reason, I oppose the resolution, and I yield back the balance of my time.
Gentleman from Texas.